everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another apartment renovation, and today we're going to go ahead and do a renovation of Pizzazz'S apartment. Now I can't actually remember what this apartment is actually called, but it's in Chic Street, I think. I can't remember what the number of the house is. You can probably see from the top screen, in the top left there, but I can't read it because it's too small on my playback screen. Anyway, I'm rambling. So if you want to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up in the gallery now. My origin ID is real Thomas TV1, but since this is an apartment, you have to class it all as one room, which is really annoying. So basically what I had to do is, for each of the separated rooms, I had to go ahead and just remove one section of the wall from each of those rooms to make it into one. So when you go back in, all you have to do is add one section of wall in and you're good to go, which is really annoying about apartments. I hope the we'll be able to support that on the gallery with apartments and things. I understand how it's a little bit more complex to do that in terms of how it would work, I think, but I think it'd be really helpful for us when we have to go ahead and upload, apartments to the gallery. But, it's fine. It's only one piece of wall you have to remove. That always sounds weird when I say one piece of wall, but I think it makes sense. And also what's really kind of interesting about this apartment, speaking of how it's walls and stuff, is that there isn't really that many in this apartment. Now that's because the bedroom and the living room are all kind of one area, which is something that I haven't seen before in any apartments. I think it's only Penny's I've seen that in, and I think it's a really nice idea. So when I went ahead and did the renovation today, I really wanted to go ahead and kind of keep that in, because I feel like it's something that you recognise this apartment by, I think, if that makes sense. Because when I see that the bed thing just open in the living room, I think of Penny's apartment. I don't know why, I just do. So yeah, I just left that in. I've got a few city living items, well, of course, because we're building a semi-ship, but I do love city living items and I use them all the time, to be honest. And well, today gave me an even better excuse to go ahead and use it. So this rebuild literally took me about say about half an hour or so, maybe just a little bit less than that. So this video is pretty short, which is, it's alright. Sometimes I do really long ones because it takes me forever to build sometimes, but this one wasn't really that bad. Now I actually thought that this build would take me a little bit longer than usual to build, and that's because I actually haven't built that much recently. Now you're probably wondering why I'm uploading 3 builds a week or whatever, but I do actually pre-record a lot, so basically when I get free time, I'll just like to kind of bulk record, sort of, so I always have videos recorded and good to go, at least for a week in advance, just because sometimes with college it gets pretty busy, but I kind of went really overkill on recording recently, so I have so many videos to do, so I've actually not really been recording that much, because there's no really point for me to go ahead and do that when I have so many pre-recorded, and then I'm going to have just an even bigger backlog, which sometimes is kind of nice to be on top of myself, but when it comes to talking about things that are time sensitive, it's a little bit odd when you see it a month later from when I recorded it, if that makes sense. So sometimes I just like to kind of lay off in the building, or sometimes I might just build but do the voiceovers closer to the time, if that makes sense. So yeah, this one I'm recording on the 14th of October. I recorded this yesterday on Friday the 13th. Oh god. Nothing went wrong yesterday, which was actually really surprising, because a lot of the time on these type of days I just absolutely dread, because I know it's stupid and there's nothing really that bad going to happen, but I just always feel like something bad's going to happen. So I always hate Friday the 13th, but it feels like forever since we've had another one. I can't remember when the last one was. I'm pretty sure we haven't had one this year. Isn't it? I think they say I'm pretty sure The Sims tweeted this not too long ago, saying if the month starts with a Sunday, then there's going to be in Friday the 13th. Let's check. Did October start with a Sunday? Yeah, it did. So, yeah, that is true. So, whenever you see a Sunday as the first of that month, then it must be the 13th. So, there's a takeaway from today's video. Anyway, so like I said, this didn't take me that long, so we're kind of already halfway through it. Like I said, I wanted to keep that open plan feel, so I did that. It's just the bathroom really that's separated off, and well, the kitchen is technically cast as a separate thing, but it does have the archway, which kind of just makes it look open. Oh, can't speak open. I'm talking too fast, I can kind of tell. Anyway, so what else has been happening? Well, I've had a few driving lessons. I have actually been talking about this, but I didn't really go into too much detail with it. So at the minute I've had 2. I was actually supposed to have one today, but it got cancelled because the car that I do the driving lessons in had to go in for a repair or something. I don't really know what was up with it. So today's lesson was cancelled. So I've kind of just had a free weekend. Well, not really, because I have a psychology exam next week. So I'm a little bit worried about that. But you know what? That's kind of a good thing as well, talking back to that thing about pre-recording, because that means that I have more time just to focus on other things. So I've actually had quite a bit of time to focus on college work the last couple of days, which is nice, because sometimes I kind of just so focus on builds and stuff, but we do have an exam coming up, so I just have been focusing on that. And I was literally just about to go in now to do another build, but I thought I'd do the voiceover first. Because I'm kind of finishing studying for the day. So like I said, we're just working on this little kitchen area here, and it is pretty small. I didn't want to go too overkill, because that's sometimes what I do, just put a load of counters and decorations and appliances on them and stuff. But for this one, I kind of kept it a little bit smaller, because, you know, it is a smaller size apartment. So we just have a little kitchen there, like 1 or 2 counters free of, I think just 1 counter you can do cooking on, but that's alright, you know, you only need 1 counter really. There's also a little table there, which you'll see in that corner. A little bit of an odd place to put it. I was going to put it out in the main kind of area of the home, but it was a little bit too cramped there, so I didn't go ahead and do that. So during this build, I was actually listening to one of Lil Simsy's Kayla's, one of her podcasts, which I always do during my builds, and I really love those. Like I mention this quite a lot in my build videos, just kind of like mention it. If you ever have any kind of podcast ideas or just kind of music suggestions, anything like that, then please always let me know, because that is really helpful for me, because when I'm building for such a long time, it can get a little bit boring and not have anything to listen to, because what happens is I can't really watch videos as I'm recording. Well, for one, I'll get distracted, but 2, it's because it'll be too much for my computer to handle at once, like having my recording software open, having the game open, and then another video on top of that. I just like to kind of keep things to a minimum. That's what running in the background of my computer, if that makes sense, whilst I'm recording, just to reduce lag, because sometimes I can get a really laggy video, and that's because I have so many tabs and stuff open in the background, which is sometimes annoying. So I just kind of keep it to a minimum. But with podcast, I just listen to it on my iPhone, so, you know, it doesn't really matter that much, because it's not actually on my computer, and I don't actually get distracted that much. I never really like listen to anything when I used to build, which kind of sounds a little bit depressing if you're just sitting there for like 4 hours building a home, but it just always used to distract me. But now I've kind of just been listening to lots more of them, and it's kind of just been fine, so that's great. So yeah, any suggestions, please let me know. Same goes for any requests that you want to see in terms of build wise, or just videos in general, and all those things I just mentioned. Suggest them. The best place to do it is on my email, which is contact.thomastv@gmail.com, because there I'll not as easily lose it, if that makes sense, because in Twitter mentions and stuff I can easily be lost, and a few people have actually been recently sending me music and podcast and video suggestions there, so thank you for doing that. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of this build. Like I said, make sure you leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and go ahead and download it from the gallery. My origin ID is real, ThomasTV1, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!